Wait, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie here all day. So, I'll tell you what. I have my pile of keeps and my pile of let them goes knives, and I just filled an entire Mondo suitcase full of all my keeps, which is all my D-bads and a whole box of others, not counting folders because I have those in different cases, but a whole bunch of them. And while I was going through, I had some of my keeps that I thought, okay, I'm probably never going to get rid of these. I'll just keep them. And I decided that, okay, I probably will get rid of them. And probably meaning most likely, I had another one that I just put down somewhere over here. Oh, here it is. And there's a story behind it. But a couple of the knives that I think I'm going to let go. And if you guys are interested, let me know, and I could work on a price. But some of them are really hard to get by or get to, and some of them are just good knives. One of them is just special. But one of them that I wasn't going to let go was this guy, the Signature Series Rambo boot knife. This thing is freaking awesome. I don't know if you remember the video I did on this. When I did this video, and the sheath is really nice. I did this video and I was like, this is the most knife of any Rambo movie knife. This thing is built solid like it's solid. That is solid. Built solid like a tank. Look how fat that is. It is number 1229 out of 2500. So I think I'm going to let that go. This is a really, really nice piece. A really nice piece. It's a boot clip. Awesome. Just freaking awesome. It's the signature edition all the way around. Really, really cool knife. That was in my don't let it go pile, but I have so many now that I'm going through everything. There's just so many that I can't get. I can't just keep them all. This one, this really sweet off-grid, I think this is called the Grizzly or something like that. This is one that I really liked. Or no, not the Grizzly. This is it's their new one. It's a full flat grind of the new full flat grind of, it used to be a Scandi grind. They did this one and it was much better. I like this one so much I sold my Scandi grind version of it right away because I was like, well, this is a replacement. This is a great knife. And I will let this go. I have to figure out the name and all that. If you know the name and you've been looking for one and you don't want to pay retail, or you don't want to pay what you find them for on the internet, let me know because that one will go. There's a Tops blade here that I just love. This is this one I used a bunch. This is that Wilderness 4.0. It's a hognose style. This thing is amazing. It's got the fully covered sheath with the pocket. I think I have something in there. I don't even know what I have in here. Oh, I got the Tops rape whistle. Oh, that's what I have in there. And it's plastic lined. It just feels like there's more in there, but I have the whistle in there. It's Molly attachable. Oh, I have a second Tops whistle in there. So it comes with one sitting here. I think I threw this in there just because I didn't want to blow on the one there in case I was going to keep it. Oh, I do have more stuff in there. Man, I have all kinds of stuff. Oh, I had a little compass tucked. I told you I used this knife. So I had my stuff in there. Some bandage in case, not bandage, but wrap in case something goes wrong. And I had some carabiners in there. Yeah, so this thing is fantastic. And I had a ferro rod scraper. It's a dog tag scraper. And that's what I had in there. So just an awesome knife. Wasn't going to get rid of it. This is one of those that I was like, I'll probably keep it forever. But I know the guys over at Top said hey, they're like, hey, D-Bad, keep an eye out because we have a new one coming. And I'm thinking if I'm going to end up with that new one anyway, I might be able to just sacrifice this one. So the Wilderness 4.0, and I don't have prices on any of these yet because I haven't thought about it, but I will. This one is the first Tracker X from Off Grid that I got. And the cool story about this is I absolutely went off on how uncomfortable the grip was. It was just so bad. So bad, in fact, that I had to take it downstairs in the shop and re-grind all the steel out of here because it went all the way up to this point. This was like almost solid. So I had to make this curve. Then I had to grind down the scales just to make it comfortable. And in doing so, it made this knife. I had somebody come over and hold it, and they held it originally, and his actual reaction, it's on film, he went, ew, like, that's a bad grip. Then I had him come back after I did this, and he goes, oh my God, I don't know why they just don't do it like that. After that video, Kerry, the owner over at Off Grid, the guy is awesome. I mean, talk about listening to your customers, saw this and said, all right, let's do it that way. And the new ones were done that way, and they are phenomenal. They just feel so good in the grip. But this one feels amazing. I was never going to get rid of it because it's one that I customized, and it's just awesome. It really is. This is just an awesome freaking knife. But again, I just have so many. I mean, so many. So I'm going to let this one go. And two more that I just added. This is one that, oh, there's actually another one down here that most people, somebody asked me about a while ago, but I'll show you that. This is a Rough Rider sheath for the Rough Rider, whatever the hell it's called. So Highlander, I think it's called. This is the sheath for that. I used this sheath because I needed a sheath for this. It doesn't go with it at all, but it just keeps it in a sheath. This is a custom that I made a while back. This is I called it my Batman dagger because I made a bat head on the end, and I thought it was kind of cool. But I made this dagger. It's semi-sharp here, sharpened here, and you can see it's got some wear. I used it, but this is a custom that I made. It's even got nice thumb spots in the G10 there. I laid it out that way. This thing is absolutely cool. It's just a cool piece. I don't usually get rid of a lot of the custom one-offs that I do. And this is absolutely a custom one-off. I never made a bat head before. I decided to, and I really like it. It came out absolutely just cool. So I'm gonna let this go. And if anybody's interested, if you're a Batman fan, especially if you want my bat dagger, I mean, that's cool. That's Batman. And the best part is I spiked these so they come to little points. So that rear, those bat ears will tear you up. I'm telling you. So my bat dagger is good to go. It'll come in a sheath. It's got a little strap. It doesn't even need it. But I will send it like this. And the last one, well, no, first let me show you this. So I had that Gil Hibben buoy, and some people think that this knife was like the answer of like a Rambo mesh, but the handle on it was one of the worst handles, and that's a problem with Gil Hibben's knives. This thing needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but Gil Hibben made this, and it came out, and the handle was awful. And the first time I used it in the what do you call it, the review, I broke the handle off. I mean, it just broke off using it. It was terrible, so poorly made that I had to remake it. So I think I might trim down the guard a little more. You see I made some black marks because the guard's uneven. I just made it for me. I made it real quick. I put it on an aluminum guard. I put on the grip from the 1917 cold steel, the 1917 buoy, and then I wrapped it in green cordage to make it more Rambo-esque. But with this Gil Hibben blade, and I had to do a little bit of work, I was able to turn this Kaka knife, and you can see where the tang came out. It's just open at the end because, again, I made it for me. I didn't care. I wanted it to work, and I did a review on it after I fixed it. This knife is a banger, man. This thing is awesome. You can see that I was putting it to some use. This thing went through some stuff, but this knife is crazy cool. if you want like a really badass, full tang, nasty Rambo knife, and I even have the original Gilhibben sheath for it, I'll tell you what, the work I did on this one, I'm actually really proud of, because even though I left it open-ended, it is so awesome, man. I took a really crappy knife, turned into a really awesome knife, and now I just need to trim up the aluminum a little bit to make it uniform, because you'll see that it's a little high on this end. I really didn't care. It's just a little non-uniform right now. But that'll take me pretty much no time on the grinder. Awesome freaking knife. If anybody's interested, let me know. And here's the big one, and I'm going to get some calls on this. This is one that people are looking for, and I just had somebody comment recently asking about these knives. I mean, I almost don't even need to tell you what it is. It's that Buck Ground Combat. Now, they do make a Tonto version. The drop point is way nicer. Way nicer. This thing is as good, and you can see that this is a favorite of mine. This knife was carried. Golly, this knife is nice. The original sheath, it is just immaculate. This knife, super awesome. Now, I'm not an idiot, and I know what these are worth, and I know what they're going for, because they're so hard to get. So if you know what they're worth and you know what they're going for, I would advise you to get online and start looking at prices before you come at me with an offer, because then we could still be friends. But definitely, this knife, this is Buck's probably greatest knife ever. I don't know. It is just awesome. Really hard to get. So I added that to the list. I have a ton more. Some that some people wouldn't guess I'm getting rid of. But I'm getting rid of them. Because I got to make room. All right, so that's it. If you're interested in any of those, let me know. If you are interested in the custom Daniele Morto commando knife, this thing is so awesome. Let me know. If you want that $500 grab bag, $500 grab bag is going to get you some stuff. It's going to get you some stuff. I'm talking a sword. You're going to get the greatest camp knife ever made, and that should be a hint on what will be in there, because it's the greatest camp knife ever made. You're going to get a buoy, and you're going to get a folder. That's a $100 folder. So, and you're probably going to get close to $700 and stuff. So, whoosh, let me know. All right, so that's it for this one. I am Donnie all day. Till next video.